hand gesture that instantly signals power. It is quiet, it is controlled, and it's used by world leaders, CEOs, and yes, even the occasional cartoon villain. Most people don't even notice it, but your subconscious mind does. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but when it is used well, it can completely change the way that people perceive you and the way that you feel about yourself. And here's the twist, I don't even like it, but I do respect it because of the impact that it has. And in this video, I'm going to show you why the steeple gesture is one of the most underestimated body language power plays, including how it works, when to use it, and why it might just be the silent confidence boost you didn't even know you needed. So let's decode it. Hey, I'm Jordana, a hypnotist, a mentalist, and a body language expert and decoder. And today we're going to dive into one of the most subtle yet powerful hand gestures used by, as I said, leaders, CEOs, presenters, and cartoon villains plotting global domination. It is calm, it is composed, and it has this air about it, like I've already made my point and I haven't even spoken yet. And it's called the steeple. To be honest, it feels a little bit too polished for my naturally expressive, high energy style, but, and this is important, just because I don't love it, it doesn't mean that it isn't powerful. So let's break down this move. So what is the steeple? The steeple is when you press the fingertips of both hands together like this, forming a shape that resembles a church steeple, a triangle, or maybe looking like, some kind of lawyer or barrister mid-monologue. It's like prayer hands, but without the prayer. So you can actually hold it at the bottom, you can hold it low, you can hold it mid-torso, you can bring it up in front of your chest. If you really want to project, the message, I know things that you don't. It's a go-to power move for so many confident leaders and sometimes overconfident ones. And even though I don't like it and I don't use it, I have seen it work absolute magic in the boardroom, on stage, and on camera. So why is it so powerful? Let's talk about subconscious signals. So our hands are primal tools of communication. They're open. Open equals safe. Closed equals threat. The steeple, it's like the tuxedo of hand gestures. It is polished, it's in control, and it radiates. I'm calm, I'm confident. I don't need to convince you. You will just arrive at my brilliance on your own. So even though it's not my style, because I do like to talk with my whole body, sometimes my elbows even, I can't ignore the confidence that this gesture does exude. It is the non-verbal equivalent of like a mic drop, only you keep holding it. So a couple of do's and don'ts. Do definitely use the steeple during Q&A when you want to appear composed and credible. It's also a good use of your hands if you don't know what to do with them. When you're listening, to project a sense of calm. When you're making a point that requires gravitas, use it. Don't use it when you're nervous, okay? Because it's going to look really forced. Don't use it when you're angry because it's actually going to make you look really smug. And don't use it constantly because you look like a, really awkward robot in a leadership course. And I'll admit the reason that I do avoid it personally is because it feels stiff to me, because you really do have to keep your hands like this. Like, am I a speaker or am I an action figure? Not my vibe. But in the right hands, pun intended, thank you very much, this gesture can actually anchor your message with massive clarity and conviction. Do you want to see some proof? Let's spot the steeple. When they're in the middle of an important point or an important moment, it builds tension, it makes you concentrate, it's a powerful pose, and it exudes that real sense of stillness, which gives it a lot of weight. It's the kind of gesture that says, I've already won, I'm just giving you time to catch up. I'll wait. Now, I don't vibe with it, as I said, but it is very powerful. So let's decode what your audience sees. If they see a steeple and a warm smile, that gives off the vibe of reassurance and wisdom. If they see steeple with no expression, they're probably judging you and wondering what is up with your emotions. If they see a steeple and a smirk, that's villain territory. So the real read is always being incongruent. If you are aligned and you're confident in what you say and what you're doing with your body and what your vocals and your energy, if everything is congruent, your audience will believe you. But if you're faking it and you're using this when you actually don't feel calm and still, it's going to look off because our body never lies. So if you want to practice and you want to play with it, what I encourage is you to experiment. So practice in front of a mirror, say a few lines from, your next presentation at work or a meeting. Open a line that you would use and use it and notice how you feel. Notice your face, notice your tone, notice your breath. Does this feel natural to you or does it feel like you're putting on a performance? Next is to record yourself and ask yourself, am I coming across as credible? Am I still warm and inviting, or do I look like I'm trying out to become the leader of a cult? So remember, these gestures are like seasoning. That's a good way to describe it. We can use it to amplify our message, but what is good on some types of food is not good in every single situation, and we don't want too much. that analogy does work. So yes, as I said, not really my vibe. You won't catch me doing it, but I do love what it represents. Calm, confidence, trust, and complete presence. So, as we close, use it wisely because it might just become your next power move. Hey, I'm Jordana, a mentalist, hypnotist, and body language expert, and I decode what people say without even saying a word. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and make sure you steeple responsibly. Thanks for watching.